right, we're going to cross your fingers here because it's a big guy, a guy that just committed to Kentucky this last weekend, got the state of Kentucky very excited from the D.C. area. UK's football commit, Darius Fullwood. Darius, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Good. Glad to hear it. So you ended up pulling the trigger for Kentucky on Saturday in a cool ceremony. When you made the decision for Kentucky, what was the reason you ended up picking Kentucky out of all the other really good schools that were looking at you?
I just felt like, Kentucky is doing a lot with the program. The whole coaching staff, this is their second year coming in. They had a great class from the 2014 class, with Matt Elam and Drew Barker kind of getting the class started for their class. And, I'm kind of trying to get the class started for this class. So I feel like we got a lot of potential coming up in the next few years.
You mentioned Matt Elam and Drew Barker. What role did the guys in that last class last year that committed, how big a role did they have in you making the decision to commit as well?
They played a very big role. I've been down to Kentucky probably 3 or 4 times, and each time I was down there, I was hanging out with a lot of the 2014 class. And, they're real good guys. All of them are real down to earth, and I felt like I made a great connection with them. And I felt like they brought me in as a family, before I was even committed. So that kind of sealed the deal, compared to a lot of the other schools.
We hear that word a lot, Darius, when we talk to recruits. I hear people say the word family about this group, about what is it? Because, this may surprise you, Darius. Ryan and I, we didn't get recruited for college football. So what is the difference between going to Kentucky and that family atmosphere and what might be occurring at other schools? What makes that so special?
It's very important. You're going to be at these campuses for probably 3 to 5 years on average, and so you want to make sure that you're surrounded by a lot of people that you think you can get along with and be able to, have fun with and enjoy, every day that you're there. So that definitely plays a big part, and I felt like, I would have a good time, and, they'll be able to look out for me, every time that I'm there on campus.
You mentioned that you want to get started as a leadership role in this class. The class has about 9 or 10, 11 guys so far. Are you wanting to do like Drew Barker and really try to bring other guys into the fold? And are there any people in particular you're targeting, saying those are the guys I'm trying to get to come here?
Most definitely. I know that Drew and Matt, they kind of set it off for the 2014 class and went out and recruited a lot of other big-time guys. And, we already had a few big-time commits in our class, C.J. Conrad, Eli Brown. Those are 2 really good players that I know of. And so I definitely want to try to get, I want to get Damian Harris down here. I'm real good friends with him. I want to get Joshua Smith from Tennessee, the linebacker. So just guys that are interested in Kentucky. I want them to, feel better about, have Kentucky as their top choice.
Yeah, both of those guys are big UK targets. Jabari Greenwood was there with you and committed on the same at the same time. They got the kid last year from there as well. Is that DC area? Is that potential to become like a little pipeline for UK football in the years to come?
Most definitely. I think we can start a pipeline down here. With Kobe committing first, in the 2014 class, and then me and Jabari, committing this past Saturday. A lot of people in this area know of us, or they know who we are. So that could definitely help other kids that are getting recruited, make them want to take a look at Kentucky, or at least, come down and visit. And I think, when a lot of these kids from this area come down and visit Kentucky, they'll like it and, eventually put it into their top choices. And so that's what we're trying to get at.
All right, well, before we let you go, I want to ask you, a lot of UK fans, they love this new coaching staff, and they're very excited, and they are amazed at what they're able to do on the recruiting trail. Mark Stoops, you had Tommy Maynard as one of yours as well. Explain to me, with the coaches specifically, how is it they're being so successful? What do you see them doing that worked for you, that worked for Jabari, that worked for Kobe and all these other kids that makes you guys feel so comfortable around them and want to be a part of what's going on here?
I think they do a lot more than just recruiting. They don't tell you any lies. They're straightforward with everything they say. And, the difference is they show a lot more attention to a lot of the players that they're recruiting. I think Coach Maynard visited me and Kobe here at school in Maryland, probably visited us 3 times in 1 month. So, we've stayed, in constant connection. messaging each other on Twitter or, talking on the phone. And, just building that good relationship and then being able to get down there, more than one time or at least one time down to campus definitely helped out because I got a chance to be around Coach Maynard, Coach Stoops, Coach Brumbaugh, Coach Elliott. So a lot of the whole coaching staff, they already know of me and we already have a good relationship, going forward with things. So that's definitely helped out. They're really supportive and they talk to you about more than just football. They'll be there for you to be a mentor for you and if you need anything else helped out with life. So they're there for you for everything.
It was really impressive, by the way, to see, Darius, on Saturday, just how many Kentucky fans were excited about watching. They had a couple thousand people watching a stream that Rachel Klein put up and on Twitter. I mean, do you feel that excitement from the fans? Is that something you can you realize there where you are?
Oh, yes, sir, most definitely. It's a crazy experience, just being at home. But, I didn't know so many fans were going to be watching it. That's crazy. She told me it was about 6,000 fans, watching to see which place that I chose.
Yeah, that's got to be amazing. Well, listen, Darius, congratulations on your commitment. We look forward to seeing you here in Lexington. I'm sure we'll have you on again when you head this way. And good luck with your senior year.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.